that has been an apparent shift compared to before, where corporates in particular were looked as a beacon of trust. Now, what I would say is the developments of the past year or so, maybe post-GE14 or around that time, have put corporates and institutions even more in the spotlight. So a number of things. The greater transparency that is being espoused now, that's put a lot of corporates in the spotlight. There is intensified scrutiny as well as to what businesses, what institutions and what the government itself does.
What we have introduced this year, to answer your question, additional from the previous year, is looking at trust in leadership. Right, so there's an additional survey that we are doing for these top 20 companies, and we work together with Eclipse to design a survey for the employees to answer questions around leadership and their trust in the leadership, not on the leader itself, but the leadership team. Right, and then there is another independent study that we do using a third party to run through about 1.5 million online sources of data to find conversations around trust on these 20 organizations, so that we come up with a trust profile. And the third one is a public poll. We have done that last year as well, the public poll, where we get, once again, anyone who may not have said anything online or may not be working within the organization to have some comments on whether this company, once again, is building trust.
The fact that a lot of this instant communication happens on social media, and having policy and on how you deal with social media communication is absolutely key. So you may send out press releases and stuff and all of that as this thing, but if you don't deal with something more instantaneous where people form their views over a tweet or a post or two, you're going to be at a disadvantage. At the end of the day, I think the public is looking at how corporates do business, how they serve their stakeholders, how the organization is managed, and how they earn their revenue.
So, the leaders may start off by saying that, these are the tone they want to set for the organization. But it's also something that the leadership, not only a leader, but the whole leadership team needs to embed within the organization, because just one person saying it is not going to work. You need the entire team behind you to walk the talk as well, so that when anyone touches or interacts with the organization, you get a consistent approach to things, as opposed to the leader saying that we are very transparent, but the processes and the people who operate those processes are not as transparent.